Hi everyone, today's lesson is lesson 68, naming decimal numbers. So in this lesson we will name decimal numbers that have 1, 2, or 3 decimal places. The third place to the right of a decimal point is called the thousandths place. And the value is 1/1000th. Okay. We don't have any pennies or we don't have any money amounts that is this small. But we do have a name for it, and that's called a mill. Okay, a mill would be 1/1000th of a dollar. 10 mills are equal to 1 penny. Just as 10 pennies are equal to 1 dime. Okay, so to name a decimal place number that has digits on both sides of the decimal, we mentally break it into 2 parts. Okay, so when we have a decimal like this, we break it into whole numbers and decimal place. So the whole numbers we just say as 12. The decimal we say the word and the 5 we say the number and the place value. So 12 and 5/10ths. Okay. So it says use words to name the decimal number 12.25. So we're going to take that and break it into 2 parts. We have the 12. So we're just going to write out the word 12. The decimal point becomes the word and. And then my decimal we write as the number. So this is 25. And then we say the place value, or how many place values there are. So since there's 2 place values, we know this is in the hundredths. So we'd say it's 12 and 25 hundredths. Okay. This one says use digits to write the decimal number 10 and 12 hundredths. So the whole number part is 10. So I'm going to write the number 10. The fraction part is 12 hundredths. Okay. So since there's hundredths, I know that there are 2 places after my decimal point. So I'm going to take the 12 hundredths and stick it into my place values. So my decimal number is 10.12, or 10 and 12 hundredths. Now let's say I want to write this number as a mixed, with words and as a mixed number. Okay, so let's write it with words first. We divide it up. We have 2 and. So then we have the number and the place value. Since I have 1, 2, 3 place values, I know this is the thousandths place value. So I would say this is 2 and 32, and then I say the place value, thousandths. Now the way to remember the decimal words is if it's a decimal, it always ends in THS, thousandths. While if it was 2000, it just would end with a D. Okay, so thousandths. The THS tells us it's a decimal. Okay, and then to write this as a mixed number, the 2 would stay by itself. And then I'd have 32 as my numerator, and the place value, thousandths, is my denominator. So it's 2 and 32 over 1,000. Okay. All right, and that's it for this lesson. Good luck on your homework.